on at around about 5 o'clock. Okay, straight after the final, ladies and gentlemen, there will be a full presentation, so please do not get up and rush out, because that doesn't half look bad on camera. And so, if you wouldn't mind stopping there. Can I just remind you, ladies and gentlemen, no flash photography, please, and to make sure your mobiles are on quiet. Somebody gave me a little list of things here. And it's quite true when you look at what people do. This one's about banks. Why do banks charge a fee due to insufficient funds? You know, when you haven't got any money in your account, and you try and spend what you haven't got, and then they charge you a fee, don't they? So it says, why do banks charge a fee due to insufficient funds when they already know you're broke? Think about it. But it's true though, isn't it? They do. You haven't got it, so they say, oh well, we'll charge you another 20 quid. This one I think is very good. Who knows what croutons are in your soup? Yeah? Well, why do croutons come in airtight packages? Aren't they just stale bread to begin with? Well, true, isn't it? It is. It is. How about this one then? No matter what colour bubble bath you buy in the shops, and they come in all different colours now, don't they, bubble bath? All right, let's start at the beginning. Who knows what bubble bath is? Hell's teeth. This is not good news, is it? Okay. But anyway, no matter what colour bubble bath you use, the bubbles are always white. They are, aren't they? Say again? Well, yeah, some of us can afford a bath. This, I think, is very good. Why do they put pictures of criminals up in the post office? What are we supposed to do? Write to them. If they want us to look at the pictures, why don't they put the pictures on the postage stamps so the mailmen could look for them when they deliver the mail? Gosh, I thought that was a fair one. Well, enough of that. I'm going to read you a poem, ladies and gentlemen. Right? Do you long to be a bowling giant, able to fire like David Bryant, to scatter the head and spring the jack? It needs much practice to attain that knack. Do you shoot like a cowboy from your hip, or wonder why you're never picked as a skip? Or have you fallen into a habit and settled down as a bowling rabbit? After bowling rubbish on the green, do you recall at the bar miracles unseen? To some bowlers you really must hand it, they are good players on a one-arm bandit. But there's more to bowls than rolling a wood, it's the hand of friendship which makes it so good. And to make this season the best one ever will only depend on each one's endeavour. Oh, I thought that was fairly good, ladies and gentlemen. That was written by a gentleman called Bill Trickett from Canterbury. Yeah, so I thought that was quite a good little poem, which really describes our game, doesn't it? We may shout and holler at each other, but at the end of the day, it's still, well, mostly played in a gentleman's sport, isn't it? Most of the time, anyway. What's warm out here, Stuart? Hey? Right. Well, it's good to see you all in here. Just while we're all together, I'd like us all to raise our hands to the Co-op Funeral Care, who every year put a lot of money into our sport, ladies and gentlemen. And not just sport, but they also do a lot for local charities and the local communities. And without them, this wouldn't be run. So if we can just show them our appreciation, that would be really good. And yesterday, but I am going to say it again. I just want to say a thank you to everybody here at the club. They've been working day and night. You know, they don't get paid for it. Most of them are volunteers, and they've looked after us all, including yourselves. They hand-built all of the seating stands. Catering, one of the ladies was taken ill at the start of the week, and the other girls have rallied around and covered really tremendously. They've been in here at 7 o'clock every morning, getting food ready. They're in here long after we all go, getting the next day's ready. And of course, in the bar, what are you talking of the bar? Talking of that, what do you think of the new bar? Marvellous, isn't it? Marvellous. A lot of work went on in that to get it ready for this. So, on behalf of myself and everybody else, I would like to say a big thank you to Partingtons. You've done a marvellous job. It's really appreciated, and it's a great venue to come to. Everybody loves it. So, thank you very much. And once more, just for the camera crew, you've been brilliant. You've worked damned hard all week, even if you do get your lenses wrapped up around your wires. But you've done well. Everybody's done well. But I think most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, there's another big thank you that's due. And that is to each and every one of yourselves for coming and supporting this. Because at the end of the day, without you people coming and supporting the bowls here, it really wouldn't be worth it. So, from me, my players, thank you very much. Well, like I said, we go live at 5 o'clock. So we've got 2.5 minutes. Two minutes. So I am now going to be quiet till I get the nod to bring the players on for the final, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to Newton Hall in Blackpool for the final of the International Open featuring Jamie Chesney from England and Stuart Anderson from Scotland. It's going to be a cracking game. These players are in fine form. And this is how the two players managed to get their very good wins, with Jimmy Chesney over Edwards, and that's a marvellous match against David Gurley. That was a fantastic game. And if we look across on the next one, you look at how Stuart Anderson got over the local man, and that was against Dawes of England, and previous to that, Greg Harlow. So, Richard Madison's ready to introduce the players.
Welcome to the final of the Corp Funeral Care International Open here from Newton Hall in Blackpool. Let's bring your players on for the final, ladies and gentlemen. Your first player arrived in the top 16 last season. He reached the quarter-final of January's World Championships, currently number 14 in the world. Let's welcome Jamie Chesney. And up against Jamie, ladies and gentlemen, one of Scotland's top bowlers, reigning world indoor pairs champion, ranked at number 9 in the world. It is Stuart Anderson.
Well, Jimmy Chesney had a great win in the semi-final against Robert Paxton, and Stuart Anderson was pushed all the way by Mark Dawes right down to the final bowl. So both these players have been in great form, playing all the shots that's required of them, and I have to say, if it's even close to being what the semi-finals were, we'll be very happy. And with me today is Jason Parkinson. Normally, Jason, it's a situation of asking who's going to win, but would I put you on the spot? Well, of course I will.
Cheers, David. It's really going to be hard to tell this, to be honest with you. You know, both games early on today have been kind of like whoever dominates early on, I think. It's been kind of whoever gets used to their certain length.
Yes, getting out of the blocks, it'll be very important. Of course, this is different. It's over 11 ends, and that makes things a bit more time. So,
yeah, the good thing about it is in the previous games, both of these players have both been choosing the same length.
Yes, they're both going for that similar length, and of course, even if you have a bad start, there's plenty of time to come back into the game.
I think the key issue to this game is whoever's going to attack first. I think they've both been very, very good at attacking.
1 green.
Both players more than capable of playing the weight shot, and both players are quite keen to attack early.
Yeah, they're not afraid to go early.
Jimmy is down on an inside line with a little bit of weight, looking to connect with his own bowl. If he misses that, he's got a chance on the jack, but a little tap over should be enough. Yep, that'll do. Played that to perfection.
Yeah, very good.
1 red.
Jamie's probably the fresher man. He's had a little bit more time just to chill out, grab something to eat.
Yeah, Stuart's had a chance for a light meal, and his family are here, of course. You know, we're keeping him company, and Jimmy Chesney's mum's about the place, so. And his wife is at home, no doubt, watching. Natalie, if you are, welcome back to the UK after doing some work in the USA. Jimmy says she's never at home.
Oh, really?
Oh, I wouldn't get him into trouble that way, would I?
Was he complaining or not?
No. I'll tell you what, if he thinks that she's a busy girl now, it's going to be an even busier girl in the future, because Natalie has the potential to be on the Commonwealth Games team. They're going off to Australia for a test match later this year. Good ball.
Very good.
Very useful, very clever ball. Either side of the wide green one was good in case the jack comes back. Yes, I fully expect Natalie to be in the frame for that. A previous gold medal winner, of course, at the Commonwealth Games, and I would very much expect her to be in the mix, if not on the final team.
Just push this wide, I think.
Yes, he was just looking for the gentle draw.
One shot, Jamie Chesney.
The right idea. Good solid connection on the ball.
Jack length 27.5 metres.
He played this well this morning, this length, this 27-28 metre jack.
Yes, at some stage one of the two players will judge that things are either going really badly or very well and decide what length to play. The trouble playing the same length all the time is
2
that
inches past Jack high.
your opposition gets used to it very fast as well, and that's what you don't want.
It's making that decision when to decide, actually, I need to start to change something here. The ball, unlucky.
One red.
Quite often find when two players are playing at a similar standard and to the same length, neither of them are really prepared to change it in case it goes wrong.
Yeah.
So they just battle the whole match out with the mat back and 27, 28 metres, and nothing else changes. It gives us great bowling.
One red.
But tactically it's maybe not the best.
Well, the line looks good. Just needs to get round his own. Is he reaching? Just pulling up.
Well,
One red.
one red, little punchy shot available here. Turn the jack, get the ball out solid. And got your own shoulder to come off. Certainly worth arriving on the backhand.
Yeah, like I say, there's plenty of options there. Just pick your weight, let it drift back. Just sticking.
It is, but it might make the back red one.
Just play more of a draw, really.
Oh, that's very good there.
One red.
Still one to red, but look at that, with the way the green balls are situated. Stuart Anderson's going to have the last delivery. I think he knew that one was just on the outside. So jack back for 2, ball out for 3 if he stays himself. He can certainly afford to arrive at this. There's not a lot of danger unless he gets his own ball at the front onto his back one. He'd be very unlucky to do that.
Yeah, I think he'll probably just increase it by a fraction. Doesn't need to be too quick at this.
that's a definite controlled weight shot.
In the area.
Oh, very close. Looks like the jack.
Come
No.
with it, I think.
Not sure, he's run on it quite a bit, but I think the back one might come into play. Either way, or a distance. Well, hard to tell.
One red. One shot, Jamie Chesney.
Still the one shot. Just the angle he caught it, it was just on the half on the high side, as we would say.
2-0 after 2 ends.
Lovely weight for the job.
Yeah, unfortunate, really.
Yep, all the way back was worth a double. Bowl out was worth 2 or 3. Wasn't the best result out of that.
Jack length 28.5 metres.
Both players just over push the first deliveries. Slight correction needed now. Slightly tighter line with Jamie's bowls.
Yep, that's an obvious mistake, but it's not like Jamie. Normally he's very good about consolidating a position. Don't think Stuart's going to let him away with that one.
Good correction with this one. Well played.
Well, that's where the problem is. If you start playing a couple of loose balls, both these players are more than capable of stepping in.
Yeah, definitely.
So now Jimmy's looking for a really good second shot.
So on the pace with this, the line's good. Good effort.
Really good ball, but it's the best he could really do there was a second shot. He's played it well. I could understand that from Stuart. He was more than slightly concerned about going near it. There's no shoulder to come off. It's a difficult shot for Jamie. Even if he gets to the jack clean, there's no guarantees. Best way of getting it is to go behind it and fall back.
Yeah, definitely, David. He just needs to be just up. He can squeeze the jack sideways as well.
Well, under his own ball, give him something.
Pushed
Oh
the
no,
shell.
that could be just two balls touching.
Pushed it back up. Well left guessing.
Yep. Stuart's going backwards. Most of the time they don't announce anything to the player, turns around, and certainly not within 2 or 3 meters of the mat, because what happens is you mention what it is and then the crowd start to mumble and grumble.
Yeah.
Must be one to red.
Just holds here normally.
I think Stuart was just playing that because he knew if he got the jack out to the side or squeezed something
Yeah.
off, it was in his favour.
Yeah, it was definitely only going one way there.
He'll be down having a look at that. Very close look.
On red.
Tight end.
Oh, tight end.
Well, I think Stuart was trying to for the conversion.
Yeah.
But a tight end, no score. Little tap
Set
down.
score 2-0
Always a
after 3
possibility,
ends.
but you just never know. That's going to work in your favour. So Jimmy will be very pleased to get out of that one.
Certainly will. It was a great ball.
Jab net 26 metres.
Be interesting to see what happens with the speed of the carpet now. We're getting into that kind of like, you know, late afternoon, early evening session. It definitely has been slowing up.
Yes, but auditorium is definitely a lot fuller than what it has been on some occasions in the evening, so that might well make a difference.
Just waving it back in.
I think if he's got the weight, it will pull back okay. Yep, it was just a little bit on the short side. Another foot or so, I think I would have made centre line.
Stuart looking to just draw around Jamie's last ball. Just lacking the weight, I think. I think Jamie may play a little bit up at this.
I agree.
Well, 2 shots. Yeah, it's definitely worth it. He certainly kept it very controlled, but he is on an inside line. He wants the ball and then the jack.
He's got the jack, I think.
Well, it's okay. The ball first would have been even better. Well, 2 shots down to 1 up, but you would expect Stuart to draw this.
Yeah, the way he's been playing today, definitely. Now he's on the higher line.
And both players using a strong bias ball, so it was always going to get back.
One great.
Will it stop?
Needs the ball.
Well, no.
That straightened up a little bit,
It is,
actually.
yeah.
It looked like it was coming inside, but his weight was good.
One red.
1 red. It's sort of tempting, Jason, but the difficulty is if it straightens up and he takes his own ball out, it's an extra 1.
Yeah, I think he'll just draw. Just correct his line slightly. It's on the outside of the mat.
Yeah, well, it'll just help it back again from the high line.
Not far away, is he here?
He's got the weight. He's got to get the shot.
Yep.
Yep. Whoa, does he?
Might fall away.
That might be a bit unlucky.
One shot, Jamie Chesney.
On red.
Just dropped away, and you could see the boys waving, saying that if you go outside that,
Yeah.
there is that
Set
hole
score
that's there.
3-0 after 4 ends.
So a good start now by Jamie.
Jab length 27.5 metres.
Once again, 27.5 meters. You know, it's no dramatic change, and there's so little between these players. You're going to see there'll be people will be looking at this and think, "How's it 3-0?" And they're on their 5th end. Oh, yeah. An end where there was a no score, 2 balls touching.
Doesn't happen often.
It is rare. It's even rarer to have an equidistant one on a measure. But it has happened before. Only gets even more interesting in the tie break when you end up with 1 each and no score in the third end. That becomes real fun then.
Is that a 1-ball shootout?
It is. It is, yes, indeed.
Have we ever seen one of those?
Yes, John Price played in one. You'll expect me to tell you what happened, of course. He won it. That's great bowling, it really is. That's just superb stuff. That's a level of consistency. Stewart's a few inches in front of it and he's playing a runner.
Probably got the better side of this.
Well, that's... it's not too bad actually, because it's kept his ball in the region of the jack and the 2 reds will still go out.
Jamie, we're just looking at arriving into this split. See here.
If he comes in front, it's not bad either. Well, it's okay. No, I think he'll still be pushing through it. Yeah.
Got these.
He wants to get the inside of the ball and then run off with the 2 disappearing, but oh goodness me, everything moved there. Well, that's Stuart Anderson's family. Billy on the right and his brother Stephen. It's a beard alert.
Before and after.
Becoming a common feature now. The beards are coming into fashion.
I'm saying nothing.
It was always going to come back. It's a good bowl, but with others so far away, you certainly expect Stuart Anderson to draw a second shot. Probably be disappointed if he doesn't draw the shot with this.
Yeah, I think so. He's on a good line. It's a big swing in this direction.
Oh, he's looking good. Just a matter of resting the jack.
Yeah, good ball.
Even if he'd have missed the jack, he was drawing the shot. Very good at that, Stuart. He really is.
One shot, Stuart Anderson.
The thing is that Jamie wouldn't have
Set score,
expected
3-1
to pick up any shots in that end. But ultimately, it's the running ball and then the draw to recover. And this is something both these players are very good at.
So has he gone further with his
Jack
jack?
13.5
Yeah.
meters.
A lot further.
Well, that's a good idea because although he's been playing very well at the 27 mark, 28 mark, it's he's not gaining the shots that he wants. So move it back. That's a good starter.
I think it's easier taking a few more chances in the final with you having the extra 2 ends, the 11 ends. You know, it just gives you a bit more time to recover, I think, should something go wrong.
My ball, please.
3 feet.
Shot clock allows players to go up after their second bowl. Used to be you couldn't go up after your second, and when it was introduced. As long as you get back and play your ball within 30 seconds, it's fine. We can take one of the timeouts. This is closer.
Yeah, a lot better. Just needs to stay up.
One green.
One green. Stuart can still play the backhand, come around a short one, drop in on the blind side. Well, he's moving to the forehand, and make sure he's finding centre rink with this.
Certainly doesn't want to finish at the side and give Jamie a target, because he'll go at it. Doesn't look too bad.
That's why I thought he would play the backhand.
Yeah.
Because he played that in the backhand, he was in no danger whatsoever. Playing it in the forehand, he's just giving Jimmy a wonderful opportunity to rest the ball.
Yeah, I can afford just to reach now. A couple of balls to sit on. Here it comes. Just needs to get here.
Looks pretty good.
That's the shot. Or is it?
It's very close now, Stuart. Slightly favour green. It's very close.
Hmm.
Timeout called. Stuart has 5 timeouts remaining.
Well, that's how important this is for Stuart Anderson. He's using up one of his timeouts. Plenty of them, of course.
I think we'll see him go to the backhand this time, definitely.
Well, see there, an aggressive forehand shot. I don't think there's any point if it's close for shot. You know, it's use the mat here and try and bring that ball back deep at the end of its travel. If he's got good weight, I think he's very close here.
Well played.
Yeah, that's really good. That's closer than the other one.
Can Jamie see them both on the backhand through the hole, I wonder?
Yeah, may do, but why did Stuart not play that with his previous ball?
Well, it does stick sometimes on this backhand with pace, but it's certainly there.
It's going to be another timeout, but
Timeout called.
thing is, just a tap over would be good. I'm not convinced that backhand. Well, he can get the 2 balls out, but if he gets a flick on his edge, on the edge of his own ball, he could do a lot of damage.
Could do. Yeah, it depends on the pace he chooses to play. I think, like I say, it does run just straight near the end.
It's quite a hard funnel to make its way through, but he's an aggressive player.
He is. Under it.
Yes, now he's into his own balls on the inside. Let's see what happens if he punches this into something.
Oh.
Well, he's moved that green ball away a little bit, but I think he's taken away his closest red. And it's dropped down.
Save the
One shot,
measures.
Stuart Anderson.
Well, you're allowed 30 seconds afterwards, and that dropped down in about 7.5 seconds, so that was okay.
Set score 3-2 after 6 ends.
Yeah, that was his closest red into the 2 back ones. Just as well it went into that. I think he was lying the shot before it fell anyway.
Chat length 28.5 metres.
Shortened it a little bit. Good start from Jamie. is on a line. Has he put the extra 2 feet in?
He's definitely put extra weight on. This is whether he'll hold to the jack.
Unlucky.
Yeah, good ball. Could easily have sneaked it across.
Doesn't like this, Jamie. Just dropped it short.
1 red.
That's a long way short. Anything to the green ball was good. If you managed to get past it even a foot or two, it would have been in a useful position. Hard shot in the forehand, but it's available.
Very close with his last. Very similar. Just arrived, turned the ball away.
I think he's like slightly narrow, irrespective of the weight. Yeah, the weight was good actually, and he always knew he was a ball tight.
Important for Jamie to get in with this one. He's a 1-ball target. Needs to swing. Should come down enough.
1 red.
Well, he's definitely pushed it. So he's going to get back in time. And he certainly gave it a chance.
Certainly did. Didn't really get a touch on the edge there, Davey. Could have just pushed it forward.
I was thinking that, you know, the back end of it almost would have brought the jack across to the green, but you have to be very careful here, Jimmy. This is not one to be too aggressive at. When you're holding one in a game like this, it's very difficult sometimes to add another.
Wants to ease now.
Oh, he's doing his best with it, isn't he?
Yeah,
He played it well. That's a really good ball. He just sneaked that one in. That was not a given by any means.
Oh, not at all.
Set score 5-2 after 7 innings.
Stuart Anderson's just unlucky to squeeze the jack against the red, and Jamie Chesney adds a double.
Jack length 26.5 metres. Two and a half feet.
Both just pulling up short there with the first deliveries. Slight adjustment needed now. There we go.
So often the case, you make one mistake, but the second one gets in.
Well, bit of a loose end here for Stuart. Big chance for Jamie.
That is certainly unusual, Stuart, to put 4 feet on. And he puts 9 or 10 on. That's certainly not like him.
Not short.
Nope, but better. Still trucking on a bit, isn't he?
Yeah. Very loose end.
Well, it does happen sometimes. You get a little scrappy end and you really hope you can get away with it. Get second shot. He's scratching his head wondering, what's going on here? Can't blame him. In the meantime, Jimmy stuck through to this forehand and he's popped another one in.
3 good ones.
No real target there.
No, it's either a dead draw, I think, down the backhand, or do you chance your luck and arrive?
No, just draw it. You know, it's just making sure you're there. Hope that you drop in for second.
Having a look.
Oh, is he going to steal the shot out of this?
It's a cracker either way.
That's a great ball. That really is. Second shot probably.
One shot, Jamie Chesney.
Great ball there by Stuart Anderson. You know, it's probably kicking those balls back and thinking, you know, he was a lot closer with probably at least 2 of those balls.
Just takes one.
That's the recovery ball. You don't want to throw them all over the park too often and dip into that well of good balls with your last one. But you don't see Stuart Anderson doing that very often, and to be fair to Jimmy, neither of them have really had to do that very often. They've always had balls around.
Javelin, 27.
Yeah, we've seen very few scrappy ends today, just 1 or 2, that's all.
Ninth end, 11 end set. Stuart Anderson really needs to score here. You know, it's singles all the way except 1 double in this match. Just an indication of how tough it is to score shots. And even that double was a brilliant ball by Jamie to within 5 inches of the jack.
Certainly was. Better start. Waving it back.
Well, that's actually not a bad ball.
No.
It's a little bit short, but it's a great protector.
Slight narrower line, looking just to arrive on this. He's got his own bowl there, he can flick across. Has he arrived?
One green.
Well, that's another one in the head there, David.
It is, and I'm not sure if he'd be tempted to run it with his last one, but if Stuart gets in with this, might be a tempting situation. There's 5 good balls there.
Let's let him off here, I think.
Yep, I think so.
Now, will he go for... He could get 2 bowls.
Yeah, he's that sort of player. You know, he's prepared to take a risk. Did it in the semi-final once or twice.
Yes, he could play a dead draw here on the backhand, be unlucky and turn him in for 2. So we may see him just attack this.
Yep, if he gets through the gap and gets to the ball without the jack, it would be a tremendous result. Oh, he's very controlled with this. I'll see his line now if we can. It'll give us an indication of what's happening. Just trying to draw it. He obviously didn't fancy the chances of taking his own balls out. You know, green ball on the jack would have been a disaster as well.
That's right.
More than happy to lose a single, thinking that it's just hard enough to add another one.
So Stuart's just looking at dropping round his front bowl here. It's not far, I think he's just going to be underneath.
Yeah, that's what he was trying to do, just
Oh.
drop it in, and well, I'm not sure if that's going to make it. One out. Good look at it. Jimmy just has a favour that it's just the one. Stuart asking Alan Thornhill. It's probably worth a measure. I wouldn't walk away from it in the final.
No.
Yep, if you're not sure, I'll take all the other debris away.
It's quite funny because if both those green balls would have fell the other way, he could have made 3 after that.
Exactly, it wasn't far away from
No.
it, but as it is, it's a measure for second and third. So you get the closest red one against the 2 green. Little box measure, simple little device.
Been around for quite a few years now. Not been able to develop anything better, really, have they?
No. How many years do you know?
Oh, you're testing my knowledge now. I bet you've got a prototype somewhere in one of your drawers. I bet you are. Oh, I'd say probably, let me guess, I'll go for 34 years, 35 years.
Early 1900s.
Oh my God. Right.
Over 100 years old from the first type of that box measure was patented. I have a couple of prototypes on the laser ones.
Oh, right. The one you should put in the middle and
Yes.
to check the distance.
Check the distance, or put out a beam and came back
Yeah.
and give you a thing. Totally useless.
Was it really?
Absolutely, totally useless. Oh, you couldn't use it across certain things, and the height difference between the jack and the
Yes, of
bowl and
course.
all sorts of things like that. And
Two
it couldn't go
shots,
into the
you're
ditch, and once it got past about 2 feet, it wouldn't work.
Right, okay.
So the technology just wasn't right at the time.
And if it was raining outdoors, I suppose, did the rain break the beam? Or
Oh, no, just electrocuted you.
Well, that's not bad for some people, that. I might borrow it.
So Stuart Anderson getting things nice and tight here. The second set, or for the first set, going into the second set. Last 2 ends, run for home.
Jack length 29.5 metres.
Jack length starting to be moved around a little bit. It's quite subtle, but it's enough.
Just searching for a small advantage.
How far is that?
2 feet.
So little between these two players. They've both been aggressive when the shots have been against. No one's dominating.
Nope.
Sort of thinking to yourself, actually, tied set might be just a fair result.
Yeah, it's certainly possible. You know, Stuart's going to have to be looking at scoring this end, I would say. There's one.
Just about sneaked in.
Bowls Club there, I'm not quite sure who Bowls Club that is. There's a big coach out the back.
One green.
It's actually going to just, oh, I was going to say it's going to fall off the ball.
Yes, he just was trying to make sure of reaching through to the back red one at the very least. So he's managed to just come off the edge, but I would have thought Stuart was just trying to draw that, and this is a different line.
It is. It does just hold here on this backhand coming back.
Doesn't want the gap.
There we go, holds all the way.
Yep. Perfect weight.
One red.
Well, there's not much on here for Stuart except a draw. Nothing to play through to. All
Not
sorts of
really.
damage could be done. Well, he's on
To shunt the ball, I think.
inside line. I think that's a very difficult shot.
He could just flick his own in here. Do they catch it? No.
No, I'm sure about that one because, well, if you'd picked the jack up, there was a deep red ball waiting for it as well. Such a good drawer, you sort of bet on Stuart getting very close to that one on the draw.
Yeah, it was a low percentage shot, I think.
Yeah.
So Jamie can just touch this jack.
He's very close to it.
Just wants just to move it about 6 inches.
Yep. If he drops on it,
Yep.
that could be enough.
Good ball.
3 shots, first set, Jamie said.
Yeah.
Chesney.
Was enough.
Well, I left that chance to be played, Stuart, and I have to admit it was a very difficult shot, but it was beautifully played.
There's a cracker. Any movement all the way down the green, any movement on that jack at all was just securing that first set. Just shows you the confidence he's got. So Stuart's bringing the mat up. Just looking to change something, just try and break Jamie's rhythm.
Jack length 25 metres.
So gone very short. Mark Dawes used this tactic and played very well to it. Very well indeed.
Jimmy Chesney taking the first set, 9 shots to 4 after 10 ends in the 11 end set. Stuart Anderson just 5 behind, so couldn't do anything about that. Coming into the second set, there was very little between these two players. Just that last end was a perfect ball played by Jamie to make the 3. So that scoreline does not reflect the play, not by some distance.
We've seen that quite a few times today, David, to be fair. If you're tuning from home, you think it was an easy set.
Stuart back into the usual rhythm.
Your bowl, 2.5 feet.
First 2 balls.
Just needs to bite now. Well, another good ball here. Be looking maybe just to get between the ball and the jack or turn it around the corner.
Yeah, that's good. Good cover, good receiving position. It's too easy to relax. You have to keep the concentration going once you've won the first set. Very easy to relax and end up getting into trouble in the second with a poor start. Interesting to see if Stuart plays this. You know, the forehand's still open. He has to make centre rink. He doesn't want to leave anything on the wing.
No.
But a little turn of the jack would be very useful.
He definitely wants to be back to centre rink, unless he's playing one wide.
No, I think he's just drawing this, and he really doesn't want to sit out. Well, not sure about that. No, I can understand why he played it, because he reckoned that if we get into the jack, he's leaving Jamie with absolutely nothing.
Chances luck here, I think.
Well, he's offered up a chance to come off the shoulder, that's all.
All on the angle.
No, he's in straight. Got something out of this. Oh, goodness
Well.
me, he's got the shot. Well, I have to say, that was rather fortuitous.
One shot, Jimmy Chesney.
He got the shot out of that.
Yeah, he hit the target bowl.
Oh.
It was you wouldn't think it would be getting the shot that way. But more like bowl onto Jack maybe.
No, it's because he got the side bowl first. If he'd have got the centre bowl, he probably would have run off the head and ended up with 2 or 3 down. But the side bowl took all the power out of it. We did say to Stuart, and we waved up and in the area, but
Yeah,
fortunate result.
swings and roundabouts.
Jack length 28.5 metres.
A good start here from Stuart. Has he pushed it?
Chance now for Stuart. Add the other one. I say both these players are quite aggressive, but some of the results have been, well, quite good to say the least. But you're almost frightened to set up a target.
Yes, one.
Well, looking just to come back through these green bowls here. It's not too bad. What's his pace like?
It's good enough.
Yeah, lucky.
Good ball there.
One green.
Gives some options.
Certainly does.
Again, it's about making sure you don't hit the front of the bowl. You might change to the backhand. It's a safer situation.
Yeah, there's something just to land on as well if you just a little bit too far. It's not cleared the front. Well,
Well, I
it's
don't
not
think it's
too bad, is
yeah,
it?
it's no damage is done because the plant is going away from it. Jimmy still has to play into it a little bit to move it. The wing balls have no good. Well, that's too far up the rink. So it's Jack high.
He's to just rock it enough just to move the Jack. Jack does move quite a bit on here.
Well, he's certainly down on a tighter line.
Underneath, I think.
This is not easy.
No.
You know, the forehand's incredibly dangerous. Backhand's almost out of commission.
I think he'll just throw it out wide and just see where it goes.
Drifted back.
Yeah.
Well, he's certainly got a nice line here. He can't
Just
afford
a
to
bit
be
quick.
too heavy into this green bowl.
Uh-oh.
Oh man, was he fortunate there?
Yeah, oh. Never worried.
Oh, wow!
He's probably got 2 out of that, I think.
I tell you what, there's no way that Stuart was thinking about playing that.
One shot, Stuart Anderson.
one it is, but you know, he was whizzing back there.
It's close to giving that away.
Absolutely.
1-1 after 2 ends.
Absolutely. There you go. If he'd hit it with that weight, he was definitely giving the shot away. Now we're starting to see a bit of movement around the mat up the rink.
Yeah, but somewhere between probably 24, 25 metres.
Chat length 25 metres.
Good start. Something wrong?
I didn't push through it.
No. It's not like Jamie.
No, and where it's finished is actually quite good for Stuart Anderson because he can come around that bowl. If he makes centre rink or just past the green, it's good. It's protected. But you have to push it. Oh, that's a chance missed.
A metre in his last.
One green.
Probably see Stuart swap, yeah. Well, bit of a scrappy end again, David.
Yes, it does have a tendency to happen over a match. You get usually about one scrappy end in each set. You just hope you don't lose a big count.
Very close. Solid enough. Lucky.
Yep.
One green.
Still, it turned around and came back towards the jack, so that gives him a good second. It doesn't make it in any way easy for Stuart. He's going to have to try and draw this.
In the area. Is he here? Well, it's a nuisance.
It's still there on the draw, though. Yeah, he drops on the red ball, drop in for the shot, turn it round the corner.
2.
2 seconds. I don't think he can see ball on the ball, really.
Oh, someone coughed.
I think in the crown green, if someone keeps quiet, actually, they might just start over again.
Well.
Oh, he's definitely in the area with this.
Well, I think he might just be unlucky.
If he hits it hard and then drops back, he won't be.
Well played.
That was almost coming up the green again. We won the red.
One shot, Jamie Chesney.
It's a good ball.
Yeah, played it well.
Set score 2-1 after 3 ends.
It's almost like these two guys are sparring with each other for the first 5 or 6 ends. You know, let's keep it tight, guys, and then we'll give them something to watch.
I just thought it was going to get it just thinner than that and just go out through the side. Good connection.
Javelin 26 metres.
They're both playing a similar kind of length, but in different areas of the green.
Well, the mat's been up and down, and we've had a couple of slightly longer ones. And so tinkering about a little bit with it, but not too much.
It's a great start.
This is the build-up one. You've got the first one in. This is the one that needs to be a foot behind. Jimmy's just making sure he was through it.
Stuart, we're just looking at getting a closer second now. Is he here? No. Not making it any easier.
No, it's not, but the thing about this is with Jimmy, again, by playing the forehand with the third ball, he has to make centre rink. Can't afford to come off his own and leave a target. You see, I just think the backhand would be a better option there because you're hiding the ball more around the front green ones, and Stuart might be tempted to run this now because he has got the last ball.
Yeah, they'll both go. If he hits that last ball solid, he'll probably just shoot out the side. Close.
Outside edge, two of them.
That's a good ball.
That shot wasn't really on if he'd have played the backhand, and we've just seen this a few times now where the players are just leaving shoulders. For these two guys are too good at this sort of shot. Yes, you need to think about putting things in behind other balls.
They do. They control the pace very, very well. Like you say, it's like they're inviting them to play it. So Jamie just needs to repeat his last. It's on a great line. Is he here?
It's always harder to do it the next time.
Yep. Is he here? Needs to stay up. Oh.
Well, I think I'll hit the seam. It looks like just the way that pushed down.
One green.
Yeah, one green, and it really wasn't necessary for Jimmy to be in that situation, but Nancy Stewart will draw another one here. When you play a good ball like that, a tendency to get the adrenaline flowing a little bit. Pop it down the backhand, there's no danger there.
Oh, it's a good spare shot this to count. Is it reaching? No. Or is it?
I think it might have just dropped away.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the one.
One shot, Stuart Anderson. Set score 2-2 after 4 ends.
We're just holding off there. Can you imagine trying to take the shot ball off before that ball was there? It was never going to get back.
No.
That just offered up the opportunity.
So he's back up the green again. 25 metres. Oh no, shorter.
Well, what's happened here is the mat is well up. The jack didn't make the tee.
Nope.
So it's
Has to be centred first, doesn't it, Dave?
yes, has to be centred first, and it's a quick check from the front of the mat to see if it's 23 metres. You use the metal one because it won't stretch. There's a fast return on it.
Yeah, it looks fine to me.
The trouble with these fast returns, so you have to be really careful with them with the metal tape. Leave half your finger behind.
Janet, 23 metres.
23, bare minimum. That's a cracking bowl at that length.
Yes, a lot of people think it's a lot easier when the jack is short. Believe me, it's not. It's very challenging.
So of course, even though it's obviously the bare minimum as in a jack cast length, obviously we allow for a rebounding jack as well, don't we?
Absolutely. Jimmy wastes no time on the mat. I don't think the shot clocks had much of an influence in this match. He's just going to pump that one in. Yep.
2 green.
2 green. Just under the line, the weight was good.
Doesn't like it. Another chance for Jamie now. Just needs a bit more green on it. Similar pace.
It looks like he's narrowed it and put an extra pound or 2 on. Bit of work to do to get back, but he's very close.
He's got it. He's got it. Cracker.
Played that well, didn't he?
That was brilliant.
Oh, he just narrowed the line by a bowl, put the extra weight on, and he's made a double.
2 red.
That's a great shot. Great turnaround shot. So many more of these shots are available on this sort of club rink.
Definitely. Gives you a bit more confidence when you're playing with a little bit of weight.
Start trying a similar shot in the forehand to get the red ball on the jack. He looks under.
There's a red ball going.
But will he get a red ball into green? No. The right sort of idea, the right sort of weight. Quite subtle. Come around the front one, but just missed the line. Not an easy third shot, but very doable if you get to the back ball.
Yeah, it's very dangerous on the forehand. You don't want to just flop the ball down onto the jack. Will he get back?
He'll certainly bend a lot of this. Here it
now.
comes. Oh, maybe.
Pulled up quick.
Two shots, Jamie Chesney.
They're very quick, guys. Well, that's a joy of being 30 and 31, I suppose. Eyesight's still good. Beautiful shot. Got the ball first. That was the key to that. If you got to the jack first, it would have bounced right out into the open.
That's right. I see you can buy these little gadgets now that you hold above the jack and it has the rings on. Don't know how
Actually,
accurate.
they've been about before.
Have
They were about a long, long time ago, and trouble with them is that you have to be right over the top of the jack, and
Slightly better than the cross fingers.
I would say so. Yes. I think they're quite a novelty in many ways, and good luck to the people that are producing them. I hope it goes well. Not sure the measuring people would be that happy, because I don't think it'll do away with the measures, but it'll make things a bit easier all round. We don't have many things like that in the sport of bowls. It's not like golf where you can all sorts of things that help you and tell you to do things. And
Caddy.
oh, I'm never. Yeah, well, a caddy's always useful. The golf shop and all these trinkets are everywhere to help you play. Natural talent goes a long way.
Yeah, I'm not very good at golf.
Didn't push it straight, did you? Nope. And just the odd end coming in now where it's just a bit scrappy with the first two balls.
Seems to be a lot more short bowls over the last few ends.
Yes, it's happening to both players, not one, but to both, and it's forcing them into playing the running ball to get out of trouble. And generally speaking, they've been playing that very well. That's a good ball. That's hidden in round, away from the front.
Might attack this
Yeah, try and get it out into the open.
in the area.
Oh, he's close. He's got this all
Solid.
the way. Yeah.
Come with it as well. Good ball.
Yep, good angle to hit it. Meant that the jack was always coming out one side and the ball was going the other side. Now, is it out of play and on the respot? I think
Yep.
it is.
Make it slightly easier for them. Wouldn't like to play to that.
No, definitely not. Another question we get asked occasionally is why the jack is yellow.
All right. Used to be white.
And for a lot of clubs it still is. But to be truthful with you, it's an awful lot easier to see whenever the white shoes were brought in.
Yes, that's correct.
Oh, it's a super bowl that.
Touch as well.
That's tremendous.
Yes, one red.
One red. That's almost unbeatable. There'll be just trying to get between the two front bowls. Yep, those two, and draw onto the jack or bowl, and he's caught at the first hurdle, I think.
Yep. And they're on to Jamie.
One shot, Jamie Chesney.
Really difficult shot even to try and work out.
The yellow jacks must be made of
After 6.
obviously different material to the white jacks. Remember some of the outdoor jacks had like a resin coating on them.
They did, and there were some metal. You can see the metal coming
That's
through.
right,
It's,
yeah.
I think they're a similar material now, but
Just slightly heavier for outdoors, aren't they? Or slightly lighter.
lighter outdoors,
Lighter.
heavier indoors.
I always find it harder to throw outdoors a jack when
Yeah,
it's the heavier it gets, the higher it goes in the air. They just lob them. Especially in some of the greens, at the back end of
Well-
April, you're hurling them.
Absolutely, but lightweight jacks are okay in our greens. It's only whenever you get to the fast greens of Australia it becomes different, or New Zealand. I think our jacks are fine, indoors and outdoors. Short mat uses a much heavier one. It's a very popular version of the sport. Now Stuart. First bowl, right up to the jack. That's not bad.
Good start. They have a big short mat at the Belfast Club, don't they? Sometimes I've seen pictures laid down.
Yes, they lay them down. They've got them there permanently and just take them out of storage and put them down. There's one there, I think it was 2 weeks ago I was at, just having a look. Oh, very good, Jimmy. You know, it's making a mistake with one, but not making a mistake with the second. You have to bear in mind this is the second game today, and although they're pretty quick games, to
Yeah.
be fair, it's not as if they're playing 3 hours and Stuart's got it back. Oh, that's great. Great stuff.
One green.
Yeah, he needs to be scoring the next couple of ends really to give himself a chance. Down the line.
Yep, the line's good. It's all whether he's pushed it or not. Not this time.
One green.
Now Stuart, a chance to get one really close. Try and secure the single. And just wants to drop in behind it. Yep, that's what he was looking for. Really good first bowl, because the second bowl there is very beatable. Jimmy will do no more than just try and draw this.
Yeah, just close it down. Doesn't want to be losing any more than one here. The line looks a little bit under.
I think he's well under.
Let him off, I think. He has let him off here.
Yep. Not
Big
even,
chance.
Not even turning his own. This is a loose 3. It really is. In the context of this match, that's going to bring Stuart right back level. A scrappy little end. So dangerous.
Well, it's certainly on the safer line. Allow the ball to drift back now. Here it comes. Is he here?
Oh, he's there, okay.
Yeah, well played. Ball square.
3 shots, Stuart Anderson.
3 good balls, and he's just kept it nice and tight.
Set score 5-5 after 7 ends.
That was the second delivery to bring the jack through to set up for that treble. A really good ball. It was a really should have been just a one shot. That was the securing shot. But Jimmy just failed. Stuart very happy to take a 3, level the scores. 4 ends to go.
Jack length 24.5 metres.
And of course, if Stuart wins this, we'll be into a 3-end tie break.
Everyone loves a tie-break final.
Yes, it's very much, well, apart from the players, of course. But, you know, put it this way, the guy's lost the first set really likes having the tie break because he's won the second.
Good start.
Two green.
Once again, Stuart getting his drawing going. Now both these players, there's been absolutely no weaknesses. Look at this. Oh,
well played.
That's another great shot, and there's been nothing between these two in many ways.
One red.
2 seconds on.
Yes.
2 seconds. Chip the ball away.
Very close to his own front one here. It's always looked a bit on the inside. Not sure about this particular head for that shot because at 5-all he's got 2 seconds, he said, so it's only 1 against.
I think if you're playing it, you're better off being on the wide side. There's a couple of options for being a bit fortunate. Jamie could do it, just pumping that one in. He'll go again now, definitely.
Oh, definitely go again. Absolutely. 2 balls out.
Two red.
Yeah, he's got these.
Played it really well. A lot more weight on that one.
Yeah, just hold it up. Something similar to his last, I think, with Jamie.
Well,
Always straight back to the forehand, I think.
Two green.
it's 2 green, but I don't think there's anything else on the rink, so he might decide to have a go at this and look for the 2 balls. He's 2 down. He won't be any worse off if all the other balls are away.
He played the last one so well.
He's going for the inside line to try and chop through to the ball or the jack.
Could do it in this front one solid, I think. Is he?
He's pretty close to it. Will he get it past the jack? Well, he's reduced it down to 1.
I think it was a percentage shot. It was a bit wide. He could plant his own ball on. You know, clean jack.
All those balls are now coming onto the rink, so it's damage limitation, really, wasn't it?
5-6 after 8 ends.
You know, 3 balls on the rink, 3 disappeared. As long as he pushed it away from the jack, didn't get onto it, he was safe enough.
Probably only half a ball tight from getting shot out of that, I think. So getting interesting now.
Jack length 24.5 metres.
Well, the umpire hasn't exactly been overused in this match either.
No, they've had a hard week.
I tell you what, they've been putting the hours in. Well, it's nice for the guys on rotation. Get a little bit of a break on occasions. Mike Davies is in the umpire's chair for this match. Francis Fletcher's on the shot clock.
I'll go first ball here. Did they rotate who does the final, David, or is it on a rotor? Or do they
It can
draw?
do, yes, it does change on occasions, yes. It's Certainly of the ones that are here would be Alan Thornhill would be the most experienced for the senior finals.
Yep. Unlucky.
Very unlucky because he
One
had beautiful weight with that. Alan actually was the on-green marker for the World Men's Outdoor in Christchurch.
Oh, right.
It's a great honour to have that.
Rolling back for 2.
2 red.
Same sort of bowl again. Turn his own over. Get to the red. Chop it out. Just doesn't want to overplay it for weight.
Just sticking now. It's not finished too bad. It's not wasted. What does Jamie do? Does he go deep?
No, I think I'll just draw this. Couldn't see him actually as he delivered it. He's so fast.
Yes. Oh, great ball.
The sort of player that you sort of think yourself, you know, pop another one in case the 2 reds
3 red.
disappear. He's sort of committing Stuart now.
Yep. Clean jack.
No, it's all on the connections.
Clean jack.
Yep, got it.
Ooh,
Now, what's happened?
Nasty contact. Depends if it's gone out of the rink.
I think it's gone out of the rink.
Yeah.
Well,
I think he was unfortunate there.
yeah. We've got the debris out of the way. There's the jack going into position. And we'll see.
Hard
Well,
to tell.
front green one might come into play.
1 green.
Yep.
On green.
There you go. And you're not going to get, well, that 1 green out, so he's just going to have to draw this.
Plenty of room.
So. You always like that. I just heard a little bit there of the crowd. Just
Yeah.
he should beat that one.
Yeah.
You know, and you're on the mat just about to play, and you're thinking, thanks for that, guys.
Yeah.
He's looking to turn the jack with this. Oh, if he'd have caught that solid,
Yes,
he
could have made
could
2
have
or
made 3.
Yep.
You'll have a look, but I don't think he moved it enough. One.
One shot,
Yeah, exactly.
Jamie Chesney.
He was sort of thinking if it moved 6 inches the other way.
Set score.
That's a
6-6
it's a
up
cracking
and-
drive. Just unfortunate he caught that
Well,
back ball, really.
Yep, if the jack had gone straight into the ditch, he could have been looking at 2 or 3, and a much harder shot for Jamie to get out of trouble. But he just arrived in the high of the jack instead of solid.
It's not worse when your teammates shout loads of room.
Oh yeah, you know, or make it count. Don't you just love that? Make it count.
Yeah.
No, well, actually, I'm going to play wrong bias because I don't want it to count.
29 meters.
Especially outdoors when the jack's at the edge of the rink and it's 4 yards heavier.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's a jack's 4 feet from the ditch and there's 5 shots against you, and the skip says, you know,
Don't be short.
don't be short, exactly, but don't lose your bowl. And you sort of, and the green's running about 16 seconds, and you think, well, that's not easy. Thank you very much.
You know the outside line's a lot heavier and you just lob it in the ditch.
Well, a little bit of movement there, so quite often players will just drop the bowler on and lift another one, get reset, just in case there's any moisture on the first one. Oh, he's coming down really deep to this now.
It's worked.
That's good ball. Really good reply. 6 all. Goodness me, like it's just so good this match.
So down the forehand, looking just to arrive on the green ball. Or turn his own if he's a bit tight. Needs to swing, he doesn't like it. Just overplayed.
Yep.
1 green.
Well, realistically, Stuart has to win these 2 ends.
Yes, that's right.
Couple of singles. Get him over the line into the tie break. And Jimmy knows if he even picks 1 up, Stuart has to push for the double on the last end.
Yeah, it gives you that extra little bit of cushion, doesn't it? Down it comes. Close with this one. Well played.
One red.
Really good adjustment from the previous one. Now, Stuart, you just need to get into the jack. If you turn that jack around the corner, you might make a double. It's very hard to beat. There's enough room there. Jimmy needs to get to the green bowl.
Yeah, small correction in his last, just a foot of weight on it. Similar line, he won't be far away.
Big backswing, and then it just slows down
As it comes
before
back.
delivery. Very unusual, but very effective. Don't think he's going to stop on the green ball, but he'll get the second one. Yeah.
It's not too bad, I suppose. You know,
No.
the trail is there for Stuart.
Well, it means if Stuart gets a jack, he's not losing a 3, he's going to
Correct.
lose a 2. It has a value. This is a massive ball for Stuart. Different line.
Yes. He's dead weight, I think, if he's going to come back from there.
It's going to kick back okay, that's not the problem. It just needs to stop in time. Not quite.
One.
One shot, Jamie Chesney.
That's confirmation what the marker had said earlier as well. It was just the one shot, but
Set score 7-6 after 10 ends.
that was the ball that did the damage. But Stuart Anderson needing a double here. No doubt the crowd have been calculating that as well.
Yep.
Jimmy Chesney was a runner-up last year to David Gurley. One shot away from lifting the trophy this year.
Will this be his first?
Yes.
Yes. Always a special occasion to that.
Very much so, and he's been to the final stages before many events, but that's how he managed to break in.
On a good line. Just needs a weight. Good correction. Well played.
Well, there was always going to be a correction. It was just how close it was going to be.
This is having a look as well, David.
It is.
It's going to go underneath.
Yeah, it's dropping us short, and it's actually not that far for weight, to be honest with you. If it had been on the right line, that might have just sneaked in, but it's not a bad place.
Probably just far enough to be able to count. Obviously he needs two. One's no good to him.
Jimmy aware of the fact that the one ball there's just not enough. Wants to hurry with this one.
Well, there's still a chance.
Well, I think Stuart's in with a chance here, okay. You know, he has to arrive to the jack, but any turn on it, he'll make a double. He's on a line for... Just he needs good weight to get back from there. It's not on a line to pull the jack back. Yeah, I think he knew that.
Yes.
He's got a little grimace, really. He realised that, and well, you have no choice here. You know, you have to put another one in. Whether I wouldn't even go for a position here, just try and nail the jack.
Yes, definitely. He's two options, Stuart. Depends how confident he's feeling. You can play the difficult shot, just try and turn the jack around the corner a foot, or take the two bowls away. So Jamie really needs to beat the next green bowl, I think.
Timeout called.
Well, you could
Jamie has 4 timeouts remaining.
The thing about Stuart is he can peel the 2 red balls out, lie the 3 that he needs to win the set. But if Jimmy bangs one on it or meets the back ball even,
Yes.
that's going to be very hard then for Stuart to do anything with it. I wouldn't change on the backhand. I would stick with the forehand.
Yeah, just plonk a front touch in.
Well,
Nice and easy.
as I say, even a foot behind is very good because Stuart can draw the shot, but he can't make the 2.
That came out well.
He's certainly on the line. It's a matter of how heavy he is.
Needs to dive.
It's the back green one he's really after.
That's a good ball.
That is a good ball. That means that now Stuart has to play the perfect ball. Prior to that, he could have gotten away with taking 2 feet onto the jack, but no guarantees now.
I'm just wondering if he has the 2. If he's got 2 on the spot, if he can drive the ball onto the jack and kill it.
This is going to be a tough shot, no matter what way he plays it.
Just can't get enough.
Yeah, slightly inside the line. Stuart Anderson, this ball on the way down to try and save his championship hopes.
He's not far away, is he?
Well, you'd never bet against him, would you?
He's not far away, David.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
but the
he's
back
unlucky.
red one.
He's unlucky.
Oh,
One
unlucky.
shot, second set and the match.
Oh.
Jamie Chesney.
What an effort by Stuart Anderson with the last ball. That was a fantastic ball to play. But the jack just managed to go through to the red one. Well done to Jimmy Chesney. He lifts his title for the 2017 International Open here at Blackpool. An amazing match, a really good quality match.
It certainly was, David. It was brilliant to watch. Jamie's over the moon looking.
We thought he had it at that point, but it was all just moving. If he had stopped on his green ball, it was perfect, but 2 or 3 inches past it, it was deep to the red one. Great effort by Stuart Anderson. Contributed greatly to this match. It was a super game. Jamie Chesney just had the edge, though. 9-4, 8-6. I think the 9-4 is a bit
Tough.
Yeah, it's a bit tough. It really was a 5-4 or 6-4 set, to be
Yes,
honest with
definitely.
you. But he played very, very well. There's no doubt about that. Stuart Anderson's had an excellent tournament. He'll be delighted with the ranking points and through to the final. Jimmy Chesney, well, it's a breakthrough for him. There's no doubt about that.
It's always great to see a new name on the trophy as well.
Absolutely. And you sort of think to yourself, who has been playing well all week, and a number of players have, and Stuart Anderson and Jimmy Chesney have been fantastic. Mark Dawes as well. But so Richard Madison's actually on the rink now, and
Well,
we'll
ladies
hear.
and gentlemen, what a cracking final, wasn't it? Well, now it's wages time, ladies and gentlemen. And unfortunately, as in every great final, there's always a runner-up. Please welcome today's presentation party, which is Mark Potts, Senior Operations Manager of the Corp Funeral Care, and Andrea Chalice, Director of Partington's Holiday Centres. And of course, 2 great players. Please welcome on to the runner-up, Stuart Anderson. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now it's the time for your Corp Funeral Care International Open 2017 champion. It is Jamie Chesney. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it was a cracking final. Superb. Two great players.
Well, Jimmy Chesney absolutely delighted to lift the trophy for 2017 International Open. And he's been good value for it, I have to say. He's played some great bowls all the way through in this event. And he'll be delighted with the ranking points. He'll see himself moving up probably into the top 8 now. And of course that opens doors at all sorts of places for World Championships regarding the pairs, mixed pairs, and a whole host of other events that he'll get invited to. Well done, Jimmy Chesney.
It's been superb, and I think these two players once more could do with a little round of applause. They're both shattered.
Well, the crowd just appreciating Jimmy Chesney's bowling, and obviously, you know, it's one of those things where you sort of say to yourself that Stuart Anderson was so close, but on this occasion, just second best to the 30-year-old, and Jimmy Chesney, English international, played really, really well and deserved this trophy.